Guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since we had a video because I've been working like a madman. But no, I just want to let you guys know today I'm taking a day off because I believe it's important just to take a break so once in a while. I've been working like a madman. So I decided to make a video real quick talking about our topic yesterday at work. No, the one thing I need to address is one of my coworkers who's heavily tattooed from hands, neck, and face stated we were just talking about tattoos in general because that's our thing. He likes my sleeve, I like his sleeve, and etc. But I asked him a serious question, which is a good one. It was like, what is your opinion about getting heavily tattooed? And he stated, it's never enough. I was like, what do you mean it's enough? And he was stating mostly that he's addicted to the process of getting that stuff done all over his body. And I just was shocked about the answer, especially when it comes to getting something really, really more permanent in your body. So that's what I want to discuss today because I'm starting to see a lot of people are secretly addicted to these things. It's the same thing as smoking or drinking, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's a problem or not. I think body modification, in my opinion, is a problem because it's the individual who's suffering with body dysmorphia. Believe me, I suffer with body dysmorphia too. But the thing is, most of these people are never content of where we're at. The real reason why I didn't do my hands and neck or face, for example, is I made a promise to myself not to get so much of these stuff and still keep it more like a professional aspect. And if I need to get another tattooed, I would do my other foot instead of my hands. Hands are the last thing I would do. Because it's very, very addicting once you get that stuff on you physically. You might as well go all out. But no, it's just, I was talking to this individual and he was like addicted to the process. Now, is it healthy? I don't know, man. Because, I mean, yeah, you might get some lithonium problems, but it's in there for life. You can't laser that shit off, like no matter what anyone says. So how do you as an individual getting into all this body art, this body modification, whatever you want to call it? And the simple is, why do you want to get this stuff done? And what is your main goal? And let's use me, for example. The reason why I got started into the tattoo fab is because it's not because of my insecurity or anything. It's because I secretly like that stuff all over me. But the thing is, there's a certain limit that I have, and I'm okay not getting my hands and neck because it's no need to. It's not necessary. It's not a have to, in my life. Versus people who are like, I have to get this stuff done. No, you don't. You don't have to. It's most of the artists that I talk to who are old schools, who've been tattooing forever. They even say they don't even get their hands and neck done. And I respect that mentality. And one of my guys from Hawaii, he's an older dude. He even said to me, if you want to be a tough dude, get your feet done, both of your feet done. That'll be your only visible tattoo. And he's like, I won't mess with a motherfucker like that. And to shout outs to him, I got one of my foot done. And I understand the concept of that. But no, it's something to talk about, especially when it comes to getting something permanent. How do you control it? Well, you gotta be okay of your end goals. Yes, people want to get all this stuff done, but they don't think the future. Are you okay with looking like that when you're old? And if the answer is no, then you shouldn't get those stuff done. At least wait. Like, wait for another decade or two to get those stuff done. That's what I'm planning on before I seal the deal with my hands or neck. Because it's important to think like this in the long term. Long term. My mouth is dry. Sorry about that, guys. But no, it's just people want to get all this stuff permanently, and then later on they bitch and complain about it. It's funny. It is really, really funny. And not just that, like, there's a reason why there's gatekeeping in the first place, to prevent people who shouldn't be in here. You know, for example, one of my artists says we gatekeep the hell out of it, is because we don't want any fuckboys in our industry. We don't want some coasters. We don't want people who don't give a fuck about people's bodies or time and just want to get fucking money. And that's not the way it is. And I understand that. I really do. The reason why I got this in the first place is to educate people as much as possible when you get something really, really permanently done on yourself. Now, how does this affect you as an individual? Well, if you really want to get something good on you, you have to do your research. You have to go over there and talk to the artists. You have to look at their profiles. You have to see, what does the tattoo look like when it's healed versus not healed. The reason why my tattoos look good is because I had to do that. I won it. I didn't get discounts. I didn't get anything. I did it the old school way, including numbing cream. Numbing cream was out of the picture for me. My artist was like, if you're getting numbing cream, go find another artist. That's their mentality. So I decided to do it the old school way. And I'm happy about that because it teaches me something. It teaches me about being patient and well, how do we say this? Can't speak English today. Resilient towards your goals, especially when it comes to getting something very, very nice permanently for the rest of your life. You might as well go all out. No, it's just people want to have more, but you have to learn how to control yourself. You have to learn not to eat the cake. It's okay to have some, but you can't have it every day. And that's the problem what people are doing today. They want more, but it's not enough. What is enough? Well, enough is watching what you eat, doing too much stuff, and not just that, being content of who you are and being satisfied for the results you have. And this is all, getting your whole body done. It just takes a lot of, like, people who get their bodies done, like me, for example, their whole body, tried it too. It's not an easy task. And plus getting all this stuff, you get categorized as someone else. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you spending so much money? It's a waste of money. And versus says to the guy who buy himself a BMW, talk about wasting money. But no, it's just it's very, very important to focus on your end goal. After you get the stuff, what are you going to do next? And some people can't handle that, and that's just okay, you know. But to the gentleman who said that he's not enough, well, that's a sign of an individual who's not content of where they're at. They want to get more because they want to get more. And sometimes it's okay to put the pen, put the towel, and call it a day. Because honestly, what you're doing is you got to be okay of where you're at in general. Because sooner or later, if you keep going in this route, it's going to be very addicting, and you're never going to be satisfied, and you got to be okay with it. That's why it's not for everyone. I would say bodysuits are not for everyone, sleeves are not for everyone, even tattoos are not for everyone. You got to be okay for that. But it's for those who want to start hard at the beginning and end gracefully at the end, because not a lot of people could do that, and you got to be okay with this. And people who wanted more, you have to sit down and ask yourself why. If you don't have a why you want this stuff, then it's just a waste of time for you, and you're never going to be content. You're just going to waste money, because eventually everybody has to put things in the end. That's the beautiful thing about accomplishing things. So what do? You put your focus on something else. Me is like learning foreign languages. Well, a couple foreign languages, but that's it. And just accomplish that, and then, I don't know, maybe go to another country and talk to the locals, be part of a culture that is not yours, and hopefully you assimilate, But no, it's just it's a journey, not a destination. Sometimes it takes years to get you back into it. And I'm in that path now, because I got my legs done, my back, my chest, my both of my sleeves, and one left foot, thinking about doing my right, but I don't know when. And I'm in the point right now, I'm like, I'm content where I'm at. And I don't have to prove anything to people. And that's what your mentality is supposed to be, is once you finish everything, are you content to where you're at? If you're not, you shouldn't get this stuff all over you. I'm just going to be real here. You're never going to be satisfied and complete. But no, it's something to think about. I want to share this to you because this means a lot to me, especially when it comes to getting something modifying your body permanently. And you're just going to have to live with that, But anywho, leave your comments down below. I want to see what your guys' opinion on this take on, are you satisfied for where you're at once you get this modification going, And on top of that, ask yourself, what is your end goal when you guys started? And once you keep asking yourself about that every day, when you get this stuff on you permanently, then you start appreciating it more. But anywho, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts for the day. Sorry, I can't even think because I'm so tired. Even my hair says it. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any thoughts about this video, please leave the comment down below, and I would love to read it. Anywho, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. See you on the next time. Bye.